When a debt dispute arises in Vietnam, foreign companies typically face two legal options: arbitration or litigation. Both are valid under Vietnamese law. Both can lead to enforceable outcomes. But they are not equal in process, speed, or cost. Choosing the right one can mean the difference between fast recovery or endless delay. In this video, we compare both options and show you how to choose the right path for your business. Litigation in Vietnam is handled by the People's Court system, specifically economic courts for commercial disputes. The process begins with filing a petition, submitting contract documents, and attending court sessions. Vietnamese courts follow strict procedure codes. All documents must be translated, notarized, and submitted correctly. The advantage: court rulings are directly enforceable through civil enforcement agencies. The challenge: proceedings can be slow and public. For some companies, reputational or confidentiality risks are a concern. Arbitration, especially through VIAC, is a private process where disputes are resolved by appointed arbitrators. It is often faster, more flexible, and confidential, and it gives foreign companies greater control over procedure, timelines, and the selection of decision-makers. Arbitration is only available if the contract contains a valid arbitration agreement, or the parties agree to arbitrate after the dispute arises. For enforcement, the key issue is where the award is issued. A Vietnam-seated arbitral award can be enforced in Vietnam through the Civil Enforcement Authority, while a foreign arbitral award typically must be recognized by a Vietnamese court before it can be enforced. Generally, arbitration is faster, often concluding in 4 to 6 months, compared to 9 to 12 months for court trials. But this varies by case complexity and backlog. Arbitration avoids court calendars and procedural delays. Court litigation, however, can move quickly if the case is straightforward and evidence is complete. At LTS Law, we assess your contract, debtor behavior, and evidence readiness to predict timeline more accurately. Court litigation in Vietnam is more affordable upfront. Court fees are fixed based on dispute value. Arbitration costs more initially, including arbitrator fees, hearing fees, and administrative charges. But the cost of delay in court can sometimes outweigh arbitration's higher entry cost. Our clients often choose arbitration when time, privacy, or deal continuity matters more than legal fee savings. Court judgments are enforced through Vietnam's civil enforcement system once they take legal effect. For arbitration, the path depends on where the award is issued. A Vietnam-seated arbitral award can be enforced through the Civil Enforcement Authority. It is final and not set aside. By contrast, a foreign arbitral award must be recognized by a Vietnamese court before enforcement, which can add time. A Japanese equipment supplier filed litigation in a Vietnamese economic court with LTS Law's assistance. We prepared a complete petition, submitted notarized documents, and coordinated court representation. The case was ruled in our favor within 4 months. Enforcement began immediately, resulting in full recovery through account seizure and equipment lien. Korean logistics firm included a VIAC arbitration clause in its Vietnam contracts. After the debtor defaulted, we initiated arbitration and structured the case for a fast, document-focused procedure. Hearings were private, and within 5 months, an award was issued in our client's favor. We then proceeded with enforcement through the Civil Enforcement Authority. The matter was resolved confidentially, with recovery driven by targeted asset measures. At LTS Law, we don't push one method over another. We evaluate 4 factors. 1. Is the contract arbitration ready? 2. Is the debtor cooperative or evasive? 3. Do you need public deterrence or private resolution? 4. How soon is recovery needed? Based on these answers, we recommend a path, and prepare the case accordingly from day 1. Arbitration or litigation? The answer isn't just legal, it's strategic. If your company is facing a payment dispute in Vietnam, or drafting a contract that must protect your future rights, contact LTS Law. We help foreign businesses plan, file, and enforce the right way. Visit lts.com.vn to start your tailored dispute resolution strategy today. Because the path you choose shapes the outcome you get.